Hey everybody, Liam here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another episode of MetroMania. For those who aren't aware, MetroMania is an ongoing 16 Pokemon metronome-only double battle tournament to determine the MetroMania Champion, and this season has been focused around Pokemon that originate from the Galar region. If you're already a fan of MetroMania and you're ready for more, make sure you hit that like button, show me you're enjoying this series. Let's go for 1,000 likes on this episode. It is the final after all, and of course hit subscribe if you're new so you never miss a piece of the action, because a new season will start next week. And as always, plug, save yourself some money on G Fuel with code ACE. Please do, because it really helps out the channel. This is hydration G Fuel for all my caffeine-free people who don't like caffeine or can't have caffeine. They have stuff for you as well. Hydration. It's very, very lovely. Oh, this one's dragon fruit because I refilled it from the last time I recorded, because last time was strawberry. They're just all really good. All the hydration flavors are absolute winners. Now, this week is the week that Season 7 has been building to. It's week 15 of Season 7, which means it's the grand final. We finally get to crown our Galar MetroMania Champion from an entire heap of fantastic Pokemon. But of course, before we get into the final fights of this season, let's have a look at the brackets. Last week, Appletun was absolutely squashed, absolutely shredded by Dragapult, as Dragapult secured its place in the final alongside Grimmsnarl. It was honestly a massacre of the most extreme proportions. Poor little Appletun showed signs of promise, but just couldn't quite hack it. So now, here's the grand final, Grimmsnarl versus Dragapult. And here we go. It is the final of MetroMania Season 7. This is the 15th week of this season, and oh my word, look at the two bruisers we've got in this final. This could go either way. Dragapult with that speed, although the speed doesn't come into effect unless one of the Grimmsnarl loses their Prankster ability. Grimmsnarl's just raw power, isn't it? Let's face it. Goes for Confuse Ray, regular Grimmsnarl on the first turn, confusing the shiny Dragapult right there. Which way is this going to go? Everyone's got their... I mean, the kind of advantage, I guess, goes to Grimmsnarl. Meteor Mash from shiny Grimmsnarl onto the shiny Dragapult there. Great chunk of damage. Shiny Dragapult, of course, feeling the effects of that confusion, is going to hit itself. That's a bad start. It's down to less than half its max HP. Over to regular Dragapult. I think Grimmsnarl has an advantage because it's Dark, which is super effective against Ghost. It's Fairy, which is super effective against Dragon and immune to it. That Aurora Beam doing a great chunk of damage, though, from Dragapult onto shiny Grimmsnarl there. But Dragapult does have power behind it. If it picks the right moves, it could absolutely massacre Grimmsnarl if it tries. Here's an Anchor Shot from Grimmsnarl. Now, imagine that was coming from a Dragapult. That would have been super effective. It's going to deal a great chunk of damage there to shiny Dragapult. Shiny Dragapult's got to worry, though, because it is quite fragile. Shiny Grimmsnarl is going to go Razor Shell onto which of the Dragapult there, onto the regular Dragapult for a nice chunk of damage. Not very effective, but still did a decent amount of damage. Regular Dragapult will fire back with a Power Swap, though, onto the regular Grimmsnarl there. Not really worthwhile. Switch all changes to attack and special attack. I don't remember seeing any. Confusion is over for the shiny Dragapult, though, who is going to go for Beat Up, which is going to be neutral damage. No, it's not very effective at all. In fact, it's 4 times resisted. Ignore me. It's 4 times resisted by shiny Grimmsnarl, so not much damage there at all, because Dark and Fairy both resist Dark-type moves. My mistake. Here is Grimmsnarl, though, starting things off for its side once again, and going to go for Metal Burst. That is going to fail, so over to shiny Grimmsnarl to try and pick up the flak there. What move will it choose? Going to go for Whirlwind. That will also fail. This is an opening for Dragapult. Shiny Dragapult sees that opportunity and is going to go for Defog. Of course it is. It's going to go for Defog. So, there you go. It's going to lower the evasiveness of shiny Grimmsnarl. Not that I would have gone for an offensive move, but that's just me. Over to regular Dragapult, who's going to go for Giga Drain, try and get a little bit of HP back, and also deal a significant amount of damage there to that regular Grimmsnarl. There's that HP restoring, bringing that Dragapult back up to maximum, so not a bad play right there. Still not looking good for shiny Dragapult, but of course we can't count a single Pokemon out in the final of MetroMania. Regular Grimmsnarl is going to go for Tickle. Of course, Clear Body prevents the stat lowering, so of course that's going to be a wasted turn for regular Grimmsnarl. Shiny Grimmsnarl is going to get ready and go for Hone Claws, though, which is going to increase its attack and its accuracy, which removes that evasiveness What? No. Ignore me. Its accuracy goes up. Its evasiveness is still down. I had a moment right there. Now, Shiny Dragapult is going to go for double hit, which isn't going to do a great deal of damage, but it's still 2 hits of chip damage, and that does bring Shiny Grimmsnarl down to less than half its max HP. Trying to even out these HP amounts right here. Over to regular Dragapult for a Gust, which isn't going to do a great deal of damage either. Not a lot there, but it's still damage. Any damage is better than no damage in Metromania. That's what we've come to learn. Over to Shiny Grimmsnarl, though, for the beginning of the next turn, and it will fire off Glaciate, which is super effective on both the Dragapult there, and you've got to think that's absolutely a knockout on Shiny Dragapult there. Very unfortunate for Shiny Dragapult. It bows out of the first round of this grand final. And over to Grimmsnarl. Regular Grimmsnarl is going to follow up on that Glaciate there. Going to go for Fusion Bolt. It will be resisted by the Dragon-type Dragapult, but how much damage is it still going to do? Not a great deal. Not a great deal at all. So Dragapult got very lucky there. And now Dragapult is ready. Probably a little bit hyped up. Doom Desire. Say it with me, Cringe Lords.
It chose Doom Desire as its destiny.
Oh, it's so cringy. Good lord, my cringe muscle's in overdrive. My word. But that is a Steel-type attack that is going to take effect in a couple of turns' time. So that will be super effective on Grimmsnarl. Here we see Bug Bite. Not going to be very effective from Shiny Grimmsnarl there onto that regular Dragapult there. Does bring it down into the yellow, though. Over to regular Grimmsnarl. What's on its mind here? Going to go for Retaliate. Doesn't affect Dragapult there, though, so Dragapult still very much in this. It's weird for Dragapult not to have a speed advantage. Here's Double Edge from Dragapult. That is going to land on that Shiny Grimmsnarl and takes it down with a critical hit off that Double Edge. My word. That's going to do some decent recoil damage to Dragapult, though. Puts it down in the danger zone. So it's down to 1 Dragapult versus 1 Grimmsnarl, but Grimmsnarl certainly has the HP advantage right now. What's on Grimmsnarl's mind here? It's going to go for Anchor Shot once again. How much damage is that going to do to this Dragapult, though? Is it going to be enough? It is enough, so don't worry about Doom Desire, because Dragapult is down. It's 1-0 to Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is in the driver's seat. Grimmsnarl needs one more victory in this battle to claim its place as Metromania Season 7 champion. What will happen? This really could go either way at this point, but it's certainly looking like it's going to be in Grimmsnarl's favor. Grimmsnarl very, very strong against the fragile Dragapult. Regular Grimmsnarl is going to go for Petal Dance, which is resisted by Dragapult, but still did a decent chunk of damage there, but it is locked into Petal Dance, which means it won't get Prankster priority on the next turn, which is good for Dragapult. Here's Solar Beam from Shiny Grimmsnarl, which means it's going to absorb light, which means on the next turn it won't be using Metronome, which means it also won't get Prankster hit. So now this is a guaranteed 4 opportunities for Dragapult to make moves. Here's Mega Kick from Shiny Dragapult. The Grimmsnarl team are actually sitting ducks right now because the Dragapult team get to move now and they get to start the next turn. On a technicality. Avoided is the Sand Tomb from Dragapult, though very unfortunate there, but the next turn should be started if I've done my calculations right. Yes, Shiny Dragapult will start things off for the next turn with a Petal Blizzard. I guess it's better than Petal Dance, I suppose. It hits everybody, though. Massive damage there to the Grimmsnarl team. My word. Grimmsnarl is still in this, though, regular Grimmsnarl. We see Psych Up. That's not worth it. Copying stat changes. So wasted opportunity there both times by the regular Dragapult. Although the first time was a miss, so can't really complain there. But here's the 4 times resisted Solar Beam. So not really going to scratch the surface of Dragapult that much. And then we'll see the Petal Dance come out from that regular Grimmsnarl there onto the regular Dragapult. Bit of chip damage, not much. Petal Dance is over, so that Grimmsnarl is now confused. And now the Grimmsnarl team actually do have an opportunity to start the turn again because Prankster will be back in play. So Shiny Grimmsnarl, I should say, goes for Rock Polish, increasing its speed. Only real benefit there is you're making yourself faster than your partner. That's all that does. Bit weird. Regular Grimmsnarl is confused, is going to ignore it, though, and what's it going to do? What will it do here? It's going to go for Cut, which doesn't affect Dragapult. This is an opening for Dragapult. This is an opening for the Dragapult team to start wreaking some havoc. We see Beat Up, which again is 4 times resisted. We saw that in the first round. So it's going to be 1 hit. It's going to be 2 hits. Doesn't even bring Grimmsnarl into the danger zone there. And now we see the Shiny Dragapult, though, who is going to fire off Assurance. Again, 4 times resisted. It's not going to do much there. Onto that Grimmsnarl. It brings it into the danger zone, though. You can hear the beeps of the danger zone alert right there. Of course, Grimmsnarl is in a difficult place, but it could certainly claw back. It's a 2-0. We can see a Play Rough, which will be super effective. Speaking of clawing it back, that's going to knock out the regular Dragapult there. That goes down to the Play Rough. Now there's just one Dragapult and two Grimmsnarl. This could be Grimmsnarl's opportunity to earn its victory here. The regular Grimmsnarl is not confused, so it is going to go for the Metronome here, and it's going to go for Dragon Pulse, which is super effective on that regular Dragapult there. That's going to do massive damage, bringing it down to less than half its max HP from maximum. My word, over to regular Dragapult here. It's got to do something. Goes for Grudge. Of all moves, it goes for Grudge. It wants its opponent to bear a grudge. Not great there at all. Poor Dragapult. This might be a foregone conclusion. We could be looking at our winners right now. Shiny Grimmsnarl is ready. It's waiting. It's hungry. It goes for Howl. I mean, sure, increase your attack stat, and of course your ally's attack stat as well. Sure thing. So up goes its attack by one stage. Up goes regular Grimmsnarl's attack by one stage. Grimmsnarl ignores, well, snaps out of its confusion, so no more confusion damage. That attack stat is safe. Goes for Heal Pulse. Interesting play there. So it's going to heal up Dragapult by 50% of Dragapult's HP, I think. About that much. Yeah, Dragapult is sitting pretty right now. What's it going to do in response? How's it going to say thank you with a double hit once again onto that regular Grimmsnarl there? Takes it down in one hit. So we're down to one Grimmsnarl versus one Dragapult. So suddenly this is a little bit more equal than it was before. But Grimmsnarl just needs one big move, and it may be able to secure its place as the champion. Goes for Drill Peck. I mean, that, I would imagine, should do some decent damage. That's a great chunk of damage there. Dragapult's down to less than half its max HP once again, almost negating that Heal Pulse. Here's a Power Trip from Shiny Dragapult, and that's not going to do much damage at all, because just look at it. Look at the damage that it did. That was terrible. What's Dragapult going to do here? Basically, almost handing Grimmsnarl this victory. What will Grimmsnarl do? It's going to go for Charge Beam. That will be resisted by Dragapult. So that gives Dragapult an opportunity to fire back. Barely any damage at all there. It didn't even get the stat boost, did Grimmsnarl, from that Charge Beam. Here's Dragapult, though, who is going to go for Sludge Wave, which will be super effective on Grimmsnarl. Let's see how much damage this Sludge Wave does. It's amazing damage there. That's massive. Doesn't get the poison on Grimmsnarl, though, so Grimmsnarl still has an opportunity to fire back. This is a real cool back and forth. We see Wild Charge from Grimmsnarl onto Dragapult. Be careful, that is resisted. Brings Dragapult into the danger zone, but it does come with recoil damage. 12 hit points left on Grimmsnarl. This is Dragapult's opportunity to save its team. Goes for Thrash. If it can do more than 12 hit points of damage with Thrash, which is unlikely to not be the case, there goes Grimmsnarl. Dragapult has equalized. This is anybody's game. This is what the finals are all about. This is what should be happening. Everybody's back out on the field, and now whoever wins this, it's sudden death. Whoever wins is your Season 7 MetroMania Champion. Grimmsnarl underestimated Dragapult in the last round, I feel, and they need to get their head screwed back on if they want to win. But of course, Dragapult needs to hit hard and hit fast. Thunder Punch from regular Grimmsnarl doesn't do much damage to Shiny Dragapult, but it's still cause for concern right there. Shiny Grimmsnarl goes for Slash, doesn't affect Dragapult. That is a missed opportunity right there to deal some damage, so now Dragapult needs to take advantage of that. Goes for Reflect. Makes its team more resistant to physical hits. Not a bad shout. I won't even argue with that. A first turn Reflect is nothing to scoff at. Regular Dragapult is going to go for Fusion Flare. That's it. Hit hard, hit fast. Fusion Flare onto the Shiny Grimmsnarl there for a nice big chunk of damage there. About a third of Grimmsnarl's HP. Great play there by regular Dragapult. Now Shiny Grimmsnarl is geared up and ready to go. What's it going to do for its first move of turn 2? Heavy Slam. Not bad at all, but of course it is going to be affected, I believe, by Reflect. So not much damage done there at all to that regular Dragapult. Regular Grimmsnarl, though, is ready and waiting, going for Wing Attack. Again, a physical hit. Physical hits aren't going to do much with that Reflect up, so that's a great option, a great choice on that Reflect by Shiny Dragapult. Future Sight doesn't affect Grimmsnarl, so it does tease you a little bit. Naughty, it does tease, because it'll let you foresee an attack, but then it just won't affect Grimmsnarl. Here's Stun Spore, though, from Shiny Dragapult. Great play there, playing the support game right now onto that Shiny Grimmsnarl. So Shiny Grimmsnarl is paralyzed and maybe unable to move on certain turns. So that Future Sight, obviously that Future Sight will take effect if anyone manages to change the typing of Grimmsnarl. Be that Grimmsnarl or the Dragapult team. Revenge is going to not affect the opposing Dragapult, and full paralysis on Shiny Grimmsnarl, so both the Grimmsnarl team there not able to mount any offense. Here's a Zing Zap, though, from the regular Dragapult onto the regular Grimmsnarl there for a great chunk of damage. That Dragapult has done about a third of each of the Grimmsnarl's damage here. HP and damage, I should say. Topsy-Turvy is going to fail from Shiny Dragapult there. Now it's over to the Grimmsnarl team. Can they do anything? Regular Grimmsnarl is the fastest, technically the fastest thing on the field because of the, there's the Shadow Punch, which is going to be super effective on that Dragapult, but that Reflect paying dividends there, and full paralysis on Shiny Grimmsnarl once again. It's technically the fastest thing on the field because of Prankster, is what I was going to say. Here's Surf from the regular Dragapult there. That isn't going to do much damage to its partner because it's resisted, but it will do damage to both the Grimmsnarl there, bringing them both down to less than half their max HP. This is looking great for Dragapult right now. Shiny Dragapult going to go for Venom Drench. It is going to fail. There's the Future Sight attack. Doesn't affect Grimmsnarl. Its typing wasn't changed, so it still had that psychic immunity. Now we see regular Grimmsnarl. What will it do here? Less than half its max HP. Gonna go for Flatter. Gonna confuse the regular Dragapult there, the one that's been dealing all the damage right now. Increase its special attack by one stage, but also confuse it. So that could be a difference maker going forward. Shiny Grimmsnarl with a third turn of full paralysis. That's so unfortunate. And then the regular Dragapult is going to ignore the confusion, though. It's getting ready. Going to go for Cotton Guard. What a great play there. Cotton Guard, of course, going to drastically increase its defense stat. So it's at +3 defense right now with Reflect up. It's basically untouchable by physical attacks. Dragon Darts from... Oh, wow. Dragon Darts from a Dragapult. Of course, it's going to be ignored because it's both Grimmsnarl are immune to Dragon Darts. Nice to see it using its own signature move. The Reflect has worn off as well. Take that into account. Doom Desire from Grimmsnarl. Here's some cringe. Say it with me.
It chose Doom Desire as its destiny.
Oh, it's so cringy. Cringe Muscle twice in one battle. Here we see Twister coming out, which will be 2 hits. Well, I say 1 hit. I meant a hit on each of the 2 opponents. Potential flinch action as well with that Twister. Oh, regular Dragapult hits itself in confusion, though. Very unfortunate there. And here we see the regular the Shiny Dragapult going for Infestation, which is not a bad play at all. So Infestation taking effect on the regular Grimmsnarl there. That's going to do Infestation damage at the end of each turn. Nice to see the Shiny Grimmsnarl not paralyzed this turn as well. Nice to see that able to use a move again. Now we're getting ready for the next turn. Regular Grimmsnarl with that Infestation in effect is going to go for Pound, which won't affect Shiny Dragapult there. Shiny Grimmsnarl is paralyzed once again and cannot move. So sad for the Grimmsnarl team, really being crippled by that paralysis. Shiny Dragapult feeling overconfident, going for a splash right there. Is that a smart move? Regular Dragapult is confused, going to hit itself in confusion once again. Down in the danger zone. That regular Grimmsnarl there is in the danger zone itself because of that Infestation. What's going to happen here? Which way is this going to go? This could go either way right now. Regular Grimmsnarl, again, starting off the next turn, goes for Focus Energy, wants to land a critical hit. My word. Will that affect the Doom Desire if it takes effect? I'm not sure. How does that work if you use Focus Energy after you've used Doom Desire? Here's Night Slash, though, super effective and stab from Shiny Grimmsnarl onto the Shiny Dragapult and takes it down, as you'd imagine, because of just the absolute power behind it. Of course, no Reflect up to protect it anymore. Regular Dragapult snaps out. Confusion, though, is going to gear up with the Metronome, going for Ice Beam. Which Grimmsnarl is it going to take down? It's going to take down the regular Grimmsnarl there, so down goes regular Grimmsnarl. And now, there's the Doom Desire attack, though, and down goes Dragapult. Your winners at the last possible moment are Grimmsnarl. Oh my goodness, what an ending to a MetroMania season. That was absolutely fantastic. Your champion is Grimmsnarl. And what a final that was. Grimmsnarl was absolutely destructively dominant. Like, let's face it, if Grimmsnarl hadn't heal pulsed in the second round, I don't think Dragapult would have pulled it back. I feel like Grimmsnarl handed Dragapult that little glimmer of hope by letting it equalize when it could have very easily been a 3-0. We could have seen the first Metromania final where someone is actually competing for pride in the third round. So Dragapult, you got lucky in that second round, but Grimmsnarl, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, is our MetroMania Season 7 champion. So well done to Grimmsnarl. Now, of course, this isn't where MetroMania ends. We will be back with a new season next week. Obviously, let me know what you thought of this season down in the comments below. But next week, we will turn up with a new season, with a new theme, and what clue will I give you? What clue will I give to what the theme of the next season is going to be? Let's go with friendship. That's the clue to the theme, okay? So if you figure it out, let me know. I mean, I'm not going to tell you either way until next week, but tune in next week. Or if you're watching MetroMania on Patreon, because you're a Patreon, then you'll be able to watch it like an hour after this video goes live. But shh, don't ruin the theme. But that's where I'll leave this episode of MetroMania and Season 7 behind. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Share this video with a friend. If you'd like to support the channel, like these lovely people down here do, pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainLiam. And save yourself some money on G Fuel. Use code ACE because that helps out the channel massively. But until next time, I'm AceTrainLiam. Keep on training.